Hey, so this is me, Coach Nachi, once again. I told you I'd be back, so I'm back. I am your world class personal and professional development coach. I am called to serve people who want to live more like themselves today, right now. Not in 2 weeks, not in the new month, not in the new year, not on their birthday, not when they feel, not, well, maybe when they feel like it, but not on a designated time. However, what I do want to talk to you about is using those specific times, those kinds of iconic times, using your birthday, using the new month, using Monday, using the new year, using your resolution to move yourself forward in whatever it is that you want to do. So give me one quick second. Okay, so for me, living like you is living like we were intended to be. Feeling joyfully, feeling fully human, and also, most importantly, feeling at home in ourselves and our lives. So, whenever I talk to someone about Live Like You Now, whenever my clients come to me about Live Like You Now, it's fully understood that I want them to live like them. Not like the way I live, not like the way this person lives, not like the way the world lives. I want them to live in a way that's true to them. Sometimes that's really difficult. That is actually really difficult, especially when you've been so accustomed to all the noise that's out there telling you how you should live, what you should look like, what your waist should look like, what your hair should look like, what your makeup, how it should be done, how many ab packs you should have, how thick your legs, your body, like all of these things. And that's just on the physical aspect of things, not so much even the romantic relationship parts of it. Oh, by age XYZ you should have this and that. All that I call noise. There's that external noise, but then there's also the internal noise that happens. I believe I have a bit of a periscoping schedule, and tomorrow we will be talking more about noise, but as an intro and something to anchor the noise in, I want today to talk to you about Body Honor October. I introduced it yesterday as a natural progression out of Self-Care September. So, Body Honor October is just that, honoring your body. I feel that when we tune into our bodies, we are able to decipher through what's noise and what's us. We're able to figure out, okay, actually this is what works for me, not so much what the world is telling me works for me, not so much what I believed about myself when I was, practicing on internal noise, because we do that a lot. And you will find when you are more intentional with yourself and with your body, you will figure out and have a good feeling. You'll be nursing that feeling on what works for you. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that and using my example for what I'm doing. But before that, I want to talk about the new month, right? And the collective energy that surrounds the new month. Today is October 1st. I love October. I love October. I love October. I love October. Why? It's my birth month. My birthday is in 12 days. October 12th is the best day in the world as far as I'm concerned, and it's a great day for everybody involved. So the new month is a good day to start a goal. If you were listening yesterday on the Periscope, I shared with you that I had already decided to enter Body Honor October during Self-Care September. It was a natural progression. It was a natural progression. Once I think about something, I immediately do it. So even though I designated October as a Body Honor October, even though we say, oh, the new year is when I'm going to start doing this, my birthday, the new month on Monday, there are things that we can do to prepare for that beginning point. There's some pre-work that needs to be done, and I was doing the pre-work, if you want to call it, in September. So what I want to really encourage you to do moving forward is to pick one thing, right? Pick one thing that you want to focus on this October. Yesterday, I gave you the idea of coming along with me on my Body Honor October. And even in that, it's super best to pick just one thing about your body, one thing about honoring your body to move forward in Body Honor October. So by the end of the month, you can see and feel a change in whatever it is that you decided to honor more intentionally. So as an example, I decided to honor my body in as far as my intake. Now, what you'll notice is when you pick that one thing, you will see the trickle effect. You will see the domino effect throughout every other part of how you relate to your body. So if you pick your mindset, for instance, if you say, I want to say kinder things to myself, for every kind of negative and down-putting comment I make about my body, I want to replace it with 3 things. You will be able to catch what your negative comments and thinkings are, what you're saying to yourself, and you see like, oh wow, most of these things are about my style of clothing. Most of these things are about my weight. Most of these things are about how well I'm pulling something off, whatever the case may be. And it'll trickle out into, if it is about your weight, you'll notice that you'll start doing things and making better choices for your weight the way you want it to be. So my example is for Body Honor October, I'm focusing on carb cycling. So I'm focusing on my intake. I break down any goal into, especially health goals, into about 6 categories, 6 sections, 6 areas. There's the intake, there's the there's the intake, there's the output, and then there's the other 4, which I like to share with my private clients. But one of the things I'm going to share with you is mindset of the 4. So when I've been carb cycling for about maybe 3 or 4 days, I was supposed to have my high carb day yesterday. Went out with some friends, first day meeting friends after making it intentional that this is what I'm going to be doing moving forward for October for my body honor. And my high carb day turned into a cheat day. Now, a lot of things started coming up for me, and a lot of things will come up for you as well. You will start noticing your own patterns. You will start noticing what it is that is effective for you, what it is that you say to yourself, what it is that you do for yourself versus what you've said you want to do for yourself. Although yesterday was supposed to be personally my high carb day, to be completely transparent, it did turn into something of a cheat day. So, but does that mean that I start, that I give up? No. So what I want, and this is really honestly just me being incredibly transparent, I feel like the Periscopes are more informal and freeing since we're really trying to just get to know each other. I want to be as informal as possible and be as transparent with you as possible. I'm only human. I have a set of skills, yes, but at the same time I go through a lot of things that every other human being on this earth goes through. Back to the carb cycling. To extrapolate it to most people's goals, let's take a New Year's resolution. For the new year, most people are using the collective energy to do something, right? To enhance on whatever it is that they want to enhance on. Let's take health, since we're talking about health. Most people, for the most part, I believe, will say, I want to lose weight, I want to get fit, I want to XYZ. Gym memberships go up. By the end of the year, or by the end of the month, closing on February and even March, gym memberships are still the same. People are still paying that money, that monthly fee, but the gym is empty. It's completely empty. The only people there are the people that made it and the people that were always there to begin with. Now, what happens? Let's say you're focusing on health, on health, yes. But health, you're focusing on the intake, right? Your diet, you're focusing on the output, working out, exercising, whatever you expend energy doing. So some people will, on their first falling day, their first day that they don't live up to their expectations, they'll give up. Oh, I failed anyway. I have to start over. I'll start over next week. And next week never comes. Next week turns into May. and it's summer body time, and they're like, oh no, I have to go back to the gym now, I'm still in the same place. Some people will continue going. They'll take a rest day that lasts again till May. Some people will have a bad workout day. Some people will have just not see results. Again, I do this because they won't, unless you're really kind of taking intentional steps to map out where you're going, you won't be able to see results. One of my 5 highly effective questions on livelikeyounow.com addresses this exact thing. Those 5 highly effective questions really guide you through your journey, especially in the beginning phases and in the middle of it as well, because they account for what you might be experiencing and what you honestly will be experiencing in my experience with my clients. These questions come up and they do lift my clients up in keeping them on track. So when people aren't seeing results, they will say, oh, what's the point? What's the point? What's the point? There's no point. I just need a break. And the break again lasts till May, and then it's summer body fever, and that's when they really start going back into the gym or doing whatever it is they want to do. So, getting back to October, what I invite you to do is pick one thing. Right. We talked about this yesterday, but today I want you to pick one solid aspect of your life that you want to see a change in a month. And I'm going to borrow from one of my 5 highly effective questions and ask you to ask yourself, what will the impact be of you doing this thing, of you having this thing, of you being this thing by the end of the month? Today is October 1st. I believe October has 31 days. Is it 30 days? I don't remember. It might be 30 days. So in 30 days, what would you like to have accomplished? What would you like to see? What would you like to have had? What would you like to be? Now, it's a month, and this is a good gauge. It's been about 30 days. You want to see results, and you will, for the most part, see results. I want you to look at what the impact will be. So think back to what it is that you want to do and consider, okay, what will the impact be? So let's say you come along with me on Body Honor October. Pick one thing. Is it exercise? Is it your eating habits? Is it your mindset about your body? Is it about how you relate to your body, what you say to your body? Is it about your consistency with your body? Is it about seeing yourself the way you want to see yourself, the way you feel you should be? Your body has been with you since before you were born, is going to be with you after you die. Your body is the one thing that you're with always and forever, really. You wake up with it, you go to sleep with it, you dream with it, you live your life with it. This is the vessel that carries you. What are you going to do to honor your body? What are you going to do to say, thank you, body? What are you going to do to say, I love you, body? What are you going to do to really be more intentional about building a positive relationship with your body? So if you are joining Body Honor October, that's the task. What is that one thing that you're going to do? If you're not following along with Body Honor October, but you still want to join along, and I really encourage you to do so, what's the one thing in your life that you really kind of want to push forward and see progress in at the end of the month? Just one. Is it in the area of relationships with your family? Do you want to feel closer to someone, a specific person? Do you want to be someone who makes more time for your friends and for your family? What are you going to do with that? If I had a client who, to use that as an example, who wanted to feel closer in their relationships with the people in their life. So one thing that they could do would be to be intentional about reaching out. Just to be intentional about reaching out. You know, whether it's a text, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a message, an email, whatever that looks like, being more intentional in that aspect. So it has to be that specific. For me, my example is I'm going to be carb cycling. I'm following Body Honor. I want to say thank you to my body. I want to really just show my body and feel that love. Just cycling in and out for myself because it's my birth month. I'm going to be entering a new year with this amazing body that's always been with me, always taking care of me. And what I want you to do if you're following along with Body Honor October is to truly honor your body during this time. And pick that one thing that you really want to do to honor it. And believe me, everything else will follow. So what I'm doing is carb cycling. With the carb cycling, I'm intentional about what I'm putting into my body. I'm intentional about what and how much I'm putting into my body. And so far it's been really fun. I'm learning some things. It's in expanding my mind about how I can cook, the creativity that comes with, okay, I need to track my macros, protein, fats, and carbs. How much of this do I need? What kind of food do I need to buy? So it's really fun for me. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And have fun with whatever it is you're doing. It shouldn't be something that you dread waking up to do. I'm excited to say thank you to my body. I'm excited to just enjoy my body. I'm excited to celebrate it. And I invite you to do these things for Body Honor October, or to do these things for the one thing that you're picking. Email me at coachnachi@livelikeyonow.com, or tweet me at call me Nachi, and let me know what you're doing. Let me help you keep you accountable. Okay, so that's about all I have for you today. Tomorrow we will be talking about the noise in the world and my tips for deciphering through it, and really finding your voice through that noise, because it can be really difficult. If you're interested, go ahead and follow to make sure you don't miss the Periscope. And that's all I have for you today. So I'm going to be signing out. Thanks for listening.